Okay, collective, I've got your extended look coming up. If you're here from any one of my other platforms, welcome over. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to see that extended look for this difficult decision. If you haven't seen that mini reading, go ahead and go check that out. It'll be in my mini sections here on the YouTube page. It's the shorts, I guess it's called. I always think of my britches, so go look. It's going to be in my shorts. So that's where the mini reading is. This is going to be for the collective. If anything does not resonate, please don't try to force it into your world. It is not your reading. These are daily extendeds. I do plenty of readings, so be sure and check out other ones. Maybe that energy carried over to another day for you. If you're just tuning in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, notification bell. If you need to book a personal private reading, all that information is going to be in the description box of this video. So I'm going to get clarification on the cards on the table here, and then we'll see if we need to get advice running out, because we need to clarify. I've got 8 of Swords and 8 of Cups in the reverse on each side of this 2 of Wands. So what are you stuck with? Why can you not get yourself away from just making this decision? 6 of Wands. Oh, and the 8 of Swords, or 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Some of you may have a very public undoing of something, or you did something very publicly. You made this major proclamation that you were going to go do this thing, and now you have to backtrack. Others of you are feeling like if you make this decision, it's going to be something that you're going to have to tell everybody about, and you don't know how to tell people. With the 9 of Swords, the 6 of Wands and the 9 of Swords means that there's a lot of stress because of the fact that there's more than just you involved. There's more than just you and another person involved. There's a lot of people involved with this, a lot of people, and it's stressing you out a lot. There's a lot of guilt and remorse and all kinds of guilt, regret, deep sadness here. Tell me about the 8 of Swords in the reverse. 7 of Cups. Emotionally confused. There's probably a lot of different ideas running through your head. Maybe you're getting a few different opinions. We've got the Sun card coming out. I feel like some of you are trying to make the best out of this and try to look at the most positive outcome. You're trying to find some way to incorporate that into this, to negate all of the negativity surrounding the decision. I've got the 8 of Pentacles that fell in my lap with the Chariot. Some of you are already constructing a plan of how to move forward should you make this decision. So some of you on the back burner are just thinking about this, like what would it involve, who's going to help, what would we need to do. So some of you are starting to get organized and establish a direction here with this 8 of Pentacles and the Chariot that fell out, but I didn't call for it, so we're going to put it back in the deck. Tell me about the 8 of Cups in reverse. Tell me about the 8 of Cups in reverse. The Moon card, yeah. And the Devil. So you've chained yourself to this idea. You have completely tethered yourself to something here, and you're not quite seeing it for what it is. You have this idea and this picture that you are clinging to is the reasons why this is such a difficult decision. Maybe some of you have painted this really grand idea about a relationship. It was supposed to be the one, and now it doesn't feel like that's quite the case, and now you very publicly have to pull away from something, and you're putting yourselves at a crossroads because of the embarrassment, the regret, all kinds of sadness. It's just deep, deep sadness, and you're feeling like you are just stuck. You've basically stuck yourself to this inability to make any decision. By making no decision, though, you have made a decision. Just FYI. All right, tell me about the 7 of Wands in reverse. Everything's going sideways. I feel like everybody's on the fence. Everybody's just, I don't know. I think you're all waiting for the exact right sign, like something to happen, that right conversation, that one fight to push you over the edge, them to just look at you cross that one time, and that's it. That's going to be the moment. I've got the King of Wands coming out sideways. So in order to help you paint this picture, right, you're requiring a lot of outside influence to assist here. I knew it. Okay, Queen of Cups also sideways. I feel like some of you are caught at a crossroads because of these conversations that you have had previously that have given you the idea that there is something worth hanging on to here, when in fact I think you're getting the clearer picture that that's not really the case. And so interestingly, I have this Seven of Wands asking you if you can continue to live with the circumstances as they are. If you can continue to live with circumstances as they are, I have a feeling here that you are not going to be seeing eye to eye with anyone around you. You're going to feel a different way than they see. And they're going to see things differently than the way you feel. This is just going to be the way it is. There's going to be this indifference, and it's something that you would have to just, you know, it's one of those things. We agree to disagree. You're deeply contemplating this here. Four of Swords, the Hermit card, you're figuring this out. You know, is this healthy for me? Is this something that is for my greatest and highest good? Is this what I thought? Or is this what I was promised in the beginning? Okay. Tell me more about the Four of Swords. Knight of Swords. I feel like you aren't going to take too much time to think about this. I think things are pretty stressful with there being a lot of reversals. The Devil and the Moon. Seven of Cups, Nine of Swords. I feel like this seems like a very unhealthy situation, and it feels like you have to really make sure that you are aligned with this decision, but there's not a lot of time, right? You don't have, you know, weeks and months and years to think about this. There's a little bit of pressure on you having to make this decision, so it's not like you have a whole lot of time to figure this out. Tell me about the Fool card. Three of Cups. And the Two of Swords sideways. Feeling a little blind to the truth here. Let's see. Got the Temperance card coming out. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Strength card. They're asking for you to find balance and be brave and to really temper your emotions on this. With the Temperance and the Strength card, you've got to temper your emotions. You've got to calm that anxiety and the fear of making the wrong decisions and lean in to making a decision. Whatever decision you make is the right one. Justice card on the bottom. Whatever decision you make is the correct one. So release the fear and lean into what feels right. I have a feeling here that this is going to be an intuitive call for you, especially with the Hermit card coming out for the Four of Swords. This is going to be between you and your higher self. And there might be extra opinions in this with the Seven of Cups. And I feel like you're doing everything you can to help people to shine a light on this for you, to help you to see clearly what you may not be seeing, what you may be too emotionally bogged down to see here. So tell me about the Death card. Four of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, wow, this Death card says that you guys are going to be halting in the end. There's going to be this period of you finally being able to reflect back on this very clearly after this decision is made. You'll be able to look back on it and you'll have time to process this later. I feel like things are way too chaotic right now in order for you to think clearly about whether or not the outcome will be fine, whether or not the You know, the decision will be right, but I think once you do make the decision and it's finally done, you'll be able to look back on this and dissect it pretty clearly. I've got Judgment, Three of Pentacles. This is some sort of a reflection upon what happened here, about this learning experience. I've got the Death card, the Eight of Pentacles, and then we've got the Six of Cups in the reverse. Some of you will think back on this. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Some of you will think back on this after you've had a period of healing, and there's going to be memories that kick in. There will be. I'm seeing it here. So whatever decision you make, ultimately it's up to you what you do with the memories. No matter what, they're going to be there. No matter what, you're still going to reflect upon time invested. But there is healing in the reflection. I do see healing here. I see healing. I see a lot of self-love, and I see you finally being able to get everything back to a more stable, level playing field after you've had time to get yourself stable after this decision, after this move, after this transformation is made. There will be a period of healing, and then you will finally start to be able to make some very solid moves in your world. I think very wiser and a lot more aware of the cycle that was just completed here. I don't see this being an easy decision. I just don't. Oh, my empath. I'm sorry. I'm so empathic. I just don't see this being an easy decision for you. I'm terribly sorry. I've been there. I know how you feel. Okay, let's get some oracle. So we're gonna. Okay, so let's get some oracle. So we're gonna look at the wisdom oracle. To the sea, and got yen and new life. Like how they wanted to pull that out. And we've got a never-ending story at the bottom. To the seas, number 7. Being in flow. That is the opposite of the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. We'll read also the protection message in case you're not relating that to a relationship. When external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there's no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides experience ebb and flow. You are a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. There's no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow. Even when the tide is going out, relax and trust the abundance that will soon be within reach again. An ancient mariner's saying applies to you now. Mercury's in retrograde, I apologize. When the fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay at home and repair the nets. Okay, this is about being very productive with your time when you can't do what you think you want to do or are going to do or need to do. It's when we resist against the flow and we're going against what universe is trying to guide us to. This is when we exhaust ourselves. We exhaust ourselves, we stress ourselves out, and it's like we are running around frantic, trying to keep our focus on what we want versus allowing for universe to take us to where we are meant to be. Okay, so release your need to try to control where things are going and what's happening with that. And with the relationship one, this is about going with the flow, getting out of your own way, out of your own personal preferences. This is about you dictating how everything is going to go versus allowing for the relationship's ability to build something together, to go with the flow in unison, versus mandating to another person how it's going to be. That is forcing somebody to be in flux with you versus just releasing that. To steer the ship, can you both transcend and allow your partnership to form its own identity and its own energy as a partnership, working together to dictate how situations will be handled in unison. Okay, that's going with the flow with one another. We've also pulled the Yin card, number 2. So the Yin in relationships is asking you to let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. And sometimes you're just surprised. But yes, this is about releasing the need to try to be in control and be in power right now. Release, let go. Allow others to reveal to you what they are, who they are, where they stand, where they're coming from. It speaks volumes. It speaks volumes on its own. Actions, gestures, everything is speaking all on its own without you having to force an issue or request an answer. All you have to sit back and observe. Sit back and observe. Your protection message here is asking if you have trouble receiving. So you stop this flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student. The vessel must be open and the one who receives the gifts, the gestures, or offer in equal measure. Open up and let love, life, and abundance and spirit fill your needs without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. Okay. I get this sometimes. Having trouble to receive, right? Refusing when people want to offer you things, offering you kindness, offering you affirmations. You know, we will often refuse or rebuff it away as a feeling of humility when in fact it is a part of universal energetic flux. You need to be able to receive as well as give. Don't resist energetic flow, okay? If people want to give you a compliment, accept it. If people want to give you monetary compensation for your efforts, accept it. We're all too often too quick to be humble and kind when people are trying to compensate us and allow for what we offer to the world to be energetically reinforced, okay, to keep that continued energy flowing. Let them contribute to that. Okay, a new life, number 39, everywhere of course. Number 39, a new life. Boy howdy. New energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms. That is very true. We're in a shedding period right now with the eclipses and the retrogrades. There is a major shift in awareness, and also people are beginning new relationships as well. So this is a very auspicious time for allowing for this to be coming in all forms, new relationships, new friendships, new partnerships, new jobs, all forms. Okay. Could be getting new neighbors. Your protection message with this card is that you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You're at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all, and don't be in a rush for trying to get through the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Stop trying to look ahead to where it's going to be once you get done. Just take it all in the moment. It's okay to be new. You have to start somewhere. And there's a lot of joy in being new. There's a lot of joy in the newness of everything and the experience of developing at your pace and learning what that is. There's excitement there, so let it happen. Stop trying to rush everything and stop trying to get out of the present moment. The present moment's all we have anyway. Everything else doesn't exist except in your mind. All right, kids. Well, we're going to keep that short and sweet. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. That was kind of a rough reading. I'm in that same energy myself, obviously, because it struck a nerve. And I look forward to seeing y'all for tomorrow's daily. I'm going to try to do some meditation and center and ground myself as well. So until next time, I'm wishing you all the health, wealth, and abundance you can stand. If anybody needs to book a personal private reading, all that information is going to be in the link tree in the description box of this video, including all my other platforms. Don't forget to give me a follow. I'm going live all the time. See y'all soon. Y'all take care. Bye.